Hi, my name is Mariana from Masazul in Las Vegas, and we're going to be making vegan tamales. When you make vegan tamales, you can use coconut oil, grapeseed oil, vegan butter. For the broth, you can use a vegetable broth or just water. And your filling, any veggies that you like. Today we're going to be making rajas con elote and vegan cashew crema tamales. We're going to start with a little bit of oil, grapeseed oil. We're going to saute very finely diced onions. We are going to cook them on medium heat until they become translucent. Our onions are getting ready. We are going to add corn. We're going to char our corn with our onions, and then we're going to add 5 epazote leaves. These are a type of Mexican herb, and you can find it in any Latin grocery store. These add a lot of flavor and aroma to our poblano and corn mixture. We're going to saute for about 2 more minutes. We want to see some color on our corn. You can remove your epazote leaves in the end, or you can leave them in. I like to leave them in since they will continue to add flavor once they are inside our tamales. To make this recipe, we're going to use fresh poblanos. We need to roast these poblanos, and there's many different ways of doing it. And once they are charred, we can place them inside a plastic bag to let them steam for a little bit. Once our poblanos have been inside a bag for about 5 minutes, we can rinse the blisters and the darkened skin under the water. Then we're going to remove the stem and the seeds, and we're going to chop them or slice them finely so we can add them to our corn mixture. When our corn is ready, we're going to turn this off and mix in our charred poblano peppers. And we don't need to have these on since our poblanos are already cooked when we char them. We're going to adjust the seasoning with salt and pepper. Mix a little bit more, and we're done. Let's get started with our cashew crema. You can use roasted unsalted cashews, lime juice, garlic, water, and salt. We're going to blend these until smooth. Okay. This cashew crema is going to be very similar to your regular crema. It has that acidity from the lime juice and the texture of a heavy cream. We're going to cook our crema for just 2 to 3 minutes to make it thicker. Be careful not to burn your crema. It's easy to burn. Make sure you're always moving your crema and scraping the bottoms of your pot. We want to see bubbles starting to appear, and that's when we can stop. We're going to turn off our crema now that is getting thickened, and we're going to make sure that we don't have lumps since we already start seeing bubbles. You can always make your cashew crema ahead of time and chill it overnight. Okay, let's get started with our masa for our vegan tamales. We're going to use our whisk attachment first. And remember, since these tamales are vegan, we're going to be using refined coconut oil, but feel free to use unrefined, which has all the aroma and flavor of coconut. Also, you can use vegan butter or any vegetable oil. We are going to whip this until it looks really smooth and airy, about 5 minutes. And we're going to change our attachment to paddle. We are going to add our baking soda now, which is our leavening agent, to make them even fluffier. And 4 cups of our white masa harina. We're gonna start on slow and then work our way up to medium-high speed. Now we're going to add our vegetable stock. We can add 3 to 4 cups at a time until we achieve our desired consistency. We're going to check our consistency right now. We're gonna add a little bit more liquid so it's more like hummus or cake batter. Just like so. Now we're gonna taste our masa. Remember, if your broth was salted, we're gonna add a little bit less of salt, but we recommend 1 tablespoon per 3 cups of masa harina. Slightly salty, perfect. Okay, it's time to make our tamales. These corn husks have been washed and pre-soaked in warm water, and we're going to use the wider end towards you to put our masa. Make sure your masa is on the smoother side of the leaf. This is the bottom part, and follow the natural curling of our leaves. Some people like to dry their husks a little bit so the masa sticks to it better. I like to keep mine in water right until I use them. I'm gonna use a bench scraper to put masa on our leaves. Start in the middle and move your way down, and make sure that you have an even amount from side to side. You can also use an offset spatula, spoons, ladles, your hands, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. Now we're going to add our poblano and corn mixture, about 2 tablespoons, right in the middle. You can add as much filling as you want, but remember, if we put too much, then we're not gonna be able to close it and our tamales can explode. So this is a basic folding technique. One side, then the next. And this narrow part of the leaf folded towards you. Then we have our first vegan tamal. If you want to add a little knot to your tamales just to keep them more secure, you can cut a ribbon of your corn husk and make a little tie. This is also a very good way to distinguish your tamales if you have different fillings or something for your kids that don't have any spicy sauce or a certain type of meat, so you can mark them this way as well. To steam our tamales, we can use a tamalera, but if you don't have one, you can use a pasta pot that comes with a strainer for your pasta. You just need to make sure that there's enough water at the bottom of the pot so it doesn't run out while we're cooking them. Some people like to line the bottom of our pot with leftover corn husks. We are going to put our tamales horizontally this way with the folding part towards the edge of our pot. And we're going to work our way around the pot. And then towards the middle of the pot. And because we're gonna talk a lot of gossip, we're super chismosos here in Masienda, we're gonna put 2 ribbons to cover the ears of our pot. Bless our tamales, la bendición, and let's steam them for 75 minutes. Some people like to put a quarter or any type of coin at the bottom of the pot. When the water starts boiling, it will rattle. And if it stops rattling, that means that you're running low on water and you have to add more to prevent them from burning. Our vegan tamales have been steaming for 75 minutes and we're gonna check if they're done. How do you know they're done? The masa will pull away from the husk and they're gonna feel firm to the touch. Now we're gonna add our vegan cashew crema. You can use a squeeze bottle, a piping bag, or a Ziploc bag. And we're gonna try it. Make sure you get all the corn and poblanos and the crema. I love this combination. It's so delicious.